Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Working Money Channel and the Faisal Khan debacle. That should have been the title of yesterday's video. I know I upset a lot of you guys, and I do apologize sincerely about that. Faisal Khan not actually as interested in XRP as I had hoped. So here's what happened. I do my research in the morning. I do watch videos. I do read articles. I try to be as efficient as possible. And I was watching his video probably a little too fast, as well as reading articles about the topic, checking Twitter, all that stuff. And so I had gone with that News Logical article, which clearly framed this story inaccurately. And you guys sure let me know it in the comments section, which is absolutely fine. I will own up to my mistakes. I want you guys to have a good experience watching the channel, so I do apologize for that, guys. And next time I see an interesting article on News Logical, I will double check, triple check, quadruple check to make sure that the information is accurate. So I did address this topic. I did pin a comment to yesterday's video, and I wanted to still be clear about a few things. Once I did more research into this, it is clear Faisal Khan does not think there will be one currency to bridge them all. And although near the end of the video he does consider himself an XRP fanboy who believes in the technology, he also believes Swift is not going to die. And so in my comment on yesterday's video, I basically said, in the 80s, if someone were to say Apple will be the largest computer company out there, people would have laughed at you. Same in the 90s if someone were to have stated that Amazon would be the #1 retailer. The fact of the matter remains, no one knows for sure, and if someone tells you they do know for sure, just ask them, can I see your crystal ball for myself? Guys, again, this is editorial for a lot of these folks. This is their opinion, and yes, Faisal Khan did say that he only holds 100 XRP, and so I didn't actually realize that. That is my mistake. Again, guys, my apologies for the confusion. But I wanted to continue on here. Bitcoin right now trading at 88.60 per BTC. Not much movement in the space, guys. If we're looking at XRP, we're looking at 19.193 cents for XRP. Trend isn't really strong, and we're seeing more downwards momentum for the crypto space. So we are going to keep an eye on this. Not too much to report there. Guys, I saw this, though. The total money supply in the United States is up 20% since January. So for every $5 American that existed in January, there is now today $1 extra that was printed by the Fed. So this from MZM Money Stock measures the liquidity money supply in the current U.S. economy. And the money zero maturity MZM Money Stock has reached an all-time high of $20.7 trillion. The MZM Money Stock is up 20%. Or 3.7 trillion since the beginning of the beer flu economic crisis, representing a surge in the total money supply. And just to illustrate this a lot clearer, guys, here is 2009 to 2020. This is essentially present day here. And look at this surge, okay? Look at what the Fed has done since the beginning of January, pumping money into the economy. And just comparing this to 2008, you can see that there was money being pumped into the economy at that point as well, during the crash. So since about summer of 2007 was when we saw the stock market start to go down back at that time. And this is what the chart looked like in 2007, 2008, and into 2009. Well, you see this curve here? This is this down here on this chart, if you guys can see this. So this represents this, okay? And this is what has happened over the last 11 years, and then just this parabolic move right here, only in the last 5 or 6 months since January 2020. So this is what happens when the Fed prints money, and it's looking a little disconcerting to say the least. How is this affecting other parts of the world? Well, apparently, jobless South Korean university graduates are increasingly interested in blockchain. So the economy is down everywhere, not just in the United States. And Daejeon University is the latest in a series of South Korean universities redesigning portions of its finance and technology departments. The university made an official announcement on May 25th that it would open a new fintech department called Future Convergence. So they'll be focusing on topics like smart healthcare, smart city, smart factory, and various employment fields in the medical institutions by implementing blockchain technology. And of course, they will need coders for that. Retooling the ecosystem, retooling the infrastructure for what is going on today. And blockchain, a lot of the idea behind blockchain is the fact that the automation is what makes it special. Okay, in today's day and age with a pandemic going on, less people are going to want to have interaction with other people, especially people that they do not know. Okay, and so this idea that blockchain is going to run the world could have been conveniently set up by the powers that be, who possibly had a hand in orchestrating something that could spread all over the world. However, we're not going to get into that. The fact of the matter remains, the pandemic is here, we've had them in the past, and people are scared. When is life going to go back to normal? And it looks as though South Koreans are on top of this with this university initiative to promote more blockchain technology. Not too much with regards to the financial sector. It looks as though that's been covered with Ripple and XRP. Although these new verticals could be very interesting. Healthcare, smart cities, smart factories, and various employment fields in the medical sector. So we'll keep an eye on what happens there. I saw this from All the Money at Real Lisa Daily. And this has to do with the proposed Token Taxonomy Act of December 2018. Specifically, the act would expand the definition of bank under Section 3A. So this is the question she's asking. Well, let me read the section first. Of the Exchange Act to include a trust company doing business under the laws of any state, a substantial portion of the business of which consists of providing custodial services. So, will standard custody give Ripple the protections afforded by banks? So it's essentially stating here that big companies that are going to be acting like banks would have, therefore, rules geared towards them similar to banks and protections geared towards them similar to banks. Well, Tiffany Hayden piped up here. Congress has introduced 30-plus crypto bills. One of them suggests treating crypto as a designed financial market utility. Non-financial companies, Ripple possibly, that profit big from crypto would be required to become a bank holding company supervised by the Federal Reserve. And this is the question, is Ripple a bank-like company or not? A lot of people would suggest that Ripple is more of a fintech, a software company that allows banks to conduct business, that integrates banks with technology. So down here she says, no, this is geared towards a huge company like Facebook. As we know, Facebook is trying to get their Libra project off the ground. And so if Facebook actually creates a cryptocurrency for people to transact with, i.e. Facebook would have a dollar value and people would use that crypto to transact, to buy and sell goods. It is very different than using a utility token, i.e. XRP, in order to transfer value as a bridge currency. So it's a little confusing if you're trying to wrap your head around it, especially if you're new to the space. However, very, very interesting questions being asked here. And could Ripple be afforded the protections of banks? It is up for debate, guys. If you have an opinion on this, I'd love to hear it. Put it in the comment section. So thanks so much, All the Money at Real Lisa Daily for that. We also got this from CountTX at BRT Crypt on Twitter. And this with regards to JP Morgan and how it was revealed in his book, I believe, not JP Morgan, I believe it was Brian Armstrong's book, that JP Morgan CEO held secret meetings with Coinbase CEO. So let me read you a little bit of this. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon hosted secret meetings with Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong as early as 2018, according to a Fortune journalist and author Jeff Roberts. So no, sorry, it was Jeff Roberts' book. He divulged the information while promoting his book, Kings of Crypto, which covers Coinbase's rise to prominence along with its many stumbles. On May 12th, we know the Wall Street Journal revealed that JP Morgan is now providing banking services for Coinbase, and I reported on that back then, and crypto exchange Gemini as well. It approved their accounts in April, and transactions have recently started being processed. The revelation is especially remarkable given the distinct anti-Bitcoin stance professed publicly by Jamie Dimon during the time period in question, which to me, in my opinion, adds an added value of shadiness towards major banks, Jamie Dimon in particular, because you know all these guys talk. This is an article from back in October 2017. Jamie Dimon says, if you're stupid enough to buy Bitcoin, you'll pay the price one day. Okay, this is during the bull run of 2017. Guys, do as they do, not as they say. You know how that saying goes. So the JP Morgan chief, as Roberts notes, had pissed on Bitcoin for years and was one of crypto's biggest boogeymen. In September 2017, Dimon called Bitcoin a fraud. And in October-April 2018, Dimon said, I don't really give an shit about Bitcoin. Yet, he's holding secret meetings with the CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong. Very, very interesting revelation here. And I'm not really surprised about this. I'm interested. I am kind of surprised, though, that it is public now. that somebody has gone on the record and said this about Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan. Interesting. And more great news for Ripple's plans forging ahead. Over here, Ripple executive says about 10% of remittance flow from US to Mexico is moving through XRP. So Warren Anderson, head of developer relations at Ripple, says the global payments company has been processing upward of 10% of total money flows in the US-Mexico corridor through its XRP remittance platform, ODL. So now it's upwards of 10%. Guys, if you remember back in 2018, that was when they forged the partnership, right? Formed back in late 2018. In March, the exchange announced that it was processing only 2.5% of remittances in that particular corridor from the US to Mexico. And then only last month, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse announced the company's XRP remittance platform processed $54 million worth of transactions from US to Mexico the first week in February, which he noted was 7.5%. So 7.5% only back in February, and now we're upwards of 10% only a few months later. So we're starting to see volume rise, more ODL being utilized in the US to Mexico corridor. And guys, this is just going to continue to ramp up as the months go on. And more utility, more exposure, more presence in the ecosystem is what's going to make XRP thrive. So this is why this next one's so great. Guys, this from XRP Arcade. Etherbase lists XRP, and so Etherbase, a centralized exchange launched in May 2019. Based in Slovakia, on May 22nd, Etherbase announced the addition of XRP to its trading platform. The more base pairs we have, the better it will be for once crypto trading resumes to its 2017 levels and hopefully beyond. Okay, this tweet here from Etherbase, I believe that's how you pronounce it. We are proud to announce a new addition to our exchange. Ripple XRP will be added to the list of tradable assets on Etherbase exchange and paired against the Euro and BTC. For more information, you can go there. Guys, I will link this article in the description if you want to click on some of those links. Here's a statement. As we strive to increase our user base alongside improving the overall user experience, well, isn't that telling? Increase our user base, more people will likely want to use XRP and improve overall user experience. These guys obviously know XRP is way more efficient than Bitcoin, way more efficient than Ethereum to transfer your funds once you're on the exchange and you want to convert into something else. They say our goal is to offer our users a wide range of top quality cryptocurrencies. So we are proud to announce a new edition of our exchange. XRP will be added to the list. They mentioned that they're going to be pairing with the Euro and BTC. At the time of writing, the 24-hour volume of Etherbase is a little less than 1 million euro. They talk a little bit about XRP, how it is beneficial, all the reasons we already know about: quick transaction speeds, faster, less costly, and more scalable than any other digital asset. And also, this from an exchange, which I found kind of interesting. They acknowledge that RippleNet customers can use XRP for sourcing liquidity in cross-border transactions instead of pre-funding. So they know the ins and outs of Ripple and what they're trying to do with XRP. I think it benefits a lot of these exchanges to list XRP anyway, so that they can get the action. They can get a bite of the action for ODL once perhaps a market moves into their corridor. So of course, Ripple goes around and they're partnering with Bitso and Coins.ph and the others. But there are so many corridors that will ultimately utilize XRP down the road. And so all these little crypto firms, in hopes that they might be the chosen one, are listing it for that reason, I think. Part of the reason, at least. Of course, there are all the benefits that their customers will reap from it as well. Cryptocurrency Bull Run 2020. I can't wait till this begins. And so Vitsvin here mentions that he has just released the Sum 0.5.0 for 9K Android users and 8.5K iOS users. Just released this morning, about a minute after I logged on to Twitter this morning, so this is brand new. If you guys don't have automated updates on and you have the Sum app, now would be the time, I guess, to update that. And guys, more fear in the XRP space. Some people suggesting that David Schwartz has not ruled out a private ledger, and I know this has been covered before, but there was a recent tweet about this going around Twitter, and so here's what people have to say. First of all, I saw this from Shane Ellis. This is why XRP is dog, S-H-I-T, and piss? Come on, man. XRP for low-value payments will be public-facing. Under $1 XRP will work fine. So he's retweeting this here from the Bitcoin Bull, which by his name, clearly a Bitcoin maximalist, taking things out of context. And so this tweet is kind of out of context in its own right. We're going to get down to the bottom of it. So this was the original tweet here, Bitcoin Bull. Breaking, Joel Katz does not categorically deny that it's possible a private layer of RippleNet can be used by large FIs to settle using an asset that functions like XRP but is not XRP. WTF? So I wanted to find this tweet to kind of talk about this a little more. And here's the tweet here that no longer exists. I don't think I was blocked by this person, whoever this was. So a few people, responding. I think he deleted the tweet afterwards. David Schwartz even mentions, I am blocked from seeing that tweet. And Green Eggs and Ham says, it's more there's a secret secondary XRP. They're going to use that one could be an issued asset, but otherwise no. Transactions are hidden, yes, on ILP. So also the fact there that YouTubers are all paid by Ripple, hardy har har, still waiting on my check, by the way. Me too, Green Eggs and Ham, me too. And so the response from David Schwartz was, where is it here? Right, it was this. The outcome would sadden me immensely. Public access to the lowest layers was always my goal. Someone would have to exclude the public from that ledger. Everyone would know they could be excluded next. How does excluding the public make it better? So a lot of talks here about a parallel ledger, and I know this has been touched on before. There were some people here that responded to this thread in particular, so here are a few responses. XRP Yoda saying, breaking, Bitcoin Bull talking BS, convenient little bull. The Agent Smith V3 says, also possible does not mean probable, and that's a very good point too. If it's on RippleNet, it's governed by the whole network, right? Good luck finding 80% that want to cut themselves off from liquidity. Why would you use the ledger for interoperability and not be interoperable? Banks/FIs already have their walled gardens, and there's already a solution for some measure of privacy, but they venture out of their walled gardens to do business and they'll need fast liquidity. Guys, this is what it's all about. It's all about building the liquidity. So it wouldn't make sense for Ripple to diverge and to create other options. They're going to instead put measures in place so that banks and FIs are able to maintain customer privacy and everything else that they need in order to conduct business professionally. And I love this response here. Mickey B. Fresh at Mr. Fresh Time on Twitter. Guys, if you're not following him, follow him. He posts some great stuff here. Here's more clarification for you. How about you listen to what the CEO of Swift has to say? XRP is the biggest value proposition in the eyes of Ripple's customers. Bob Wade designed the Interledger version 1 that RippleNet is built on. And so he posts this. I think Ripple's biggest value proposition, the value in the eyes of customers, is the cryptocurrency XRP. This from Swift CEO, at least Swift CEO at the time, Gottfried Leibrandt. Bob Way posted this a year ago. The Ripple product Xcurrent, at the time it was called Xcurrent, does use the Interledger protocol ILP version 1.0 in atomic mode. One of my key contributions to the protocol was atomic mode. ILP atomic mode was specifically designed to synchronize multi-party accounting transactions. That is the concept you see referenced here by the Bank of England with regards to that conversation over there. XRP chat, more information here talking about ILP version 1 atomic mode. And so guys, I will link this tweet thread in the description for you if you want to read further. Mickey B. Fresh on Twitter also retweeting out this tweet of his own. Come on, people, here's an idea. Do some research instead of assuming wild speculation. David is telling you it makes no sense. The entire point is to build up as much liquidity as possible in XRP. RippleNet's built on Interledger version 1 with FIs and exchanges acting as gateways to the XRPL. So RippleNet, a permission blockchain of a global payment system, it uses smart contracts and a token called XRP. We see the flow chart here, as we've seen many times. Guys, this is how it works. RippleNet, it is a network of payment providers such as banks and money service businesses that use solutions developed by Ripple to provide the smooth experience to send money all over the world. And Ripple uses gateways. A gateway is essentially a digital portal that governments, companies, and financial institutions use to join the network. This mechanism is called RippleNet. So as HK points out here, different day, same FUD. Yeah, same FUD all the time. You know, people trying to take this out of context, making it sound like, yeah, he did not categorically deny that, but he's not saying that it is necessarily the case either. And if you did not have confidence, guys, You gotta listen to this. This is a quick clip here, retweeted out by XRP Australia on Twitter, and it's real XRP Boys tweet. Can't emphasize this enough, by the way, how much confidence it takes to say something like this. Guys, this is Chris Larson from a few years ago now. An oldie but a goodie, so it's worth a listen in my opinion. Here it is.
Overall movement, the math-based currency movement, not necessarily a Bitcoin movement or a Ripple movement. So it's kind of which iteration of the movement, whether it be Bitcoin, Ripple, or something new that we haven't seen yet, is going to have the best combination of three things: trust, utility, and liquidity. Trust is sort of in the fundamental technology. It's more trustworthy than existing systems. Utility is it's all about kind of paying multiple currency. Is it fast? Is it inexpensive? What are the cash in, cash out methods? What are the exchange like? Who's accepting it? Liquidity is going to be market makers. Who's making a market in the currency pairs? So it's whatever iteration gets the best combination of that sort of first.
Trust, utility, liquidity, everything that XRP provides as a utility coin. Chris Larson wouldn't go on the record saying this if he wasn't that confident. And he puts in the caveat at the beginning, which I love, stating that, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's XRP, or something else, we know that we have all those three things that make a cryptocurrency work, that make it the probable choice for the future of finance, for the future of banking, for transferring money across borders at the speed of light, the same way we can send emails today. And every so often we see a flood of fudsters enter the space, guys. And I know it can be a little disconcerting, especially if you've held your XRP for a long time and you're thinking to yourself, darn, when is this thing going to go up? Is it ever going to go up? I mean, Faisal Khan doesn't believe in this, and now I'm seeing tweets about David Schwartz saying that, this could be the case, that mom and pop investors are going to get screwed out of the millions of dollars that we've been waiting so long for. Well, first things first, guys, let's be honest. Do you believe in cryptocurrency, period? Even if it isn't XRP specifically? Because even if that answer is yes, we are definitely going to see a spec rally, even if we reach all-time highs again, which I think will go higher, probably surpass $5 per XRP, just because of the sheer interest, because the space has grown, and because there are more hodlers hodling XRP. We are definitely going to see gains from that. But the utility, guys, Ripple wouldn't be working this hard if they didn't think XRP had a future. I also want to bring up this tweet here. So this from XRP Reality. XRP, we are witnessing the biggest bear trap in history and eventually will explode. Some people are crying and cannot believe they are millionaires already. Some are crying because they got tired and sold for other coins when they saw 30 to 50% gains on another project and they left. And Chiller brings up something very poignant down here. I can remember lots of desperate XRP hodlers could not stand the pressure and sold off all their XRP right before the 2017 bull run. People sold in about 1 or 2 days after all XRP exploded, think they had to buy much higher. And this is what happens, guys. In the blink of an eye, it can all change. Anyways, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.